Luca and Sophia grew up together, believing they were twins. However, a blood test would soon reveal a shocking truth that would forever change their lives and their very perception of who they were. What seemed to be a routine medical checkup turned into a race against time to discover their true origins. If you like stories full of emotions, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next publications. Enjoy! Luca and Sophia were two siblings who were never separated, united by an unbreakable bond that went beyond the simple fact of sharing the same age and the same house. They were 25 years old. They had grown up on a small farm in San Cassiano, where every morning the smell of the orange groves and the sound of the tractor crossing the fields were the backdrop to their childhood. Francesca, their mother, had raised them with love, and their father Giovanni had taught them the importance of hard work. Nothing seemed to be able to disturb the perfect balance of their family life. Francesca was a strong woman, accustomed to the hardships of rural life, with hands marked by work in the fields. Her dedication to her family was total, but she hid a secret that she had never wanted to reveal. The past that she had jealously guarded was now in danger of coming to light in a completely unexpected way. The moment that would change everything came suddenly when Giovanni had an accident while working with the tractor. The entire family was forced to rush to the hospital, where the tension between life and death became palpable with every passing minute. In the chaos of those moments, Dr. Carlo made a request. The hospital's blood reserves were exhausted, and the family could donate to help Giovanni survive. Luca and Sophia didn't hesitate. They felt it was the least they could do to save their father. Francesca, initially worried about her children's health, finally agreed, hoping that everything would go well. A few days later, while Giovanni was still hospitalized, Dr. Carlo called Luca and Sophia to his office. His face seemed filled with concern, as if he were about to reveal a dark secret. In a calm voice, the doctor began to speak, thanking them for the donation. But what he said next left the two young men stunned. If this story is moving you, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. The test results revealed a discrepancy that could not be ignored. Luca was not the biological son of Sophia's parents, a devastating, unexpected truth that cast a shadow over everything they had always believed to be true. Luca's heart seemed to stop at that moment. How could this be possible? He had been raised with the love and care of Francesca and Giovanni, and now, in an instant, everything was being called into question. Sophia was equally incredulous. She couldn't understand how the brother she had known all her life could actually be a stranger. The emotions that overwhelmed them were a mix of confusion, anger, and pain. Luca and Sophia exchanged a look, trying to process the news. But Dr. Carlo's words had been clear. Luca, you are not their biological son. The truth had emerged with merciless coldness. Back home, they decided they had to confront Francesca and find out what was really happening. The tension in the air was palpable when that evening they all sat together in the kitchen. Luca, his heart full of questions, spoke up. Mom, we need to talk. I'm not your son, am I? Francesca, shocked by the sudden request, tried to deny it at first, but then, seeing the insistence in her son's eyes, she understood that the moment had come to reveal everything. With a lump in her throat and a heavy heart, Francesca sat down, ready to reveal a story she had kept hidden for too many years. A truth that had weighed on her soul like a boulder. Years before, when life on the farm seemed simpler, she had a dear friend, Stefania, with whom she had shared precious and intimate moments. The two women weren't just friends, they were like sisters, bonded by shared experiences, including the joy of finding out they were pregnant at almost the same time. But fate was cruel. During childbirth, Stefania died suddenly, leaving behind an unfillable void and a defenseless newborn, Luca. In despair, Francesca took the child in her arms, vowing to raise him as if he were her own, a secret she had never revealed, not even to Giovanni, her husband. But now, as he told the story, he could no longer hide the truth. "Luca, you are Stefania's son. She loved you from the first moment, and I decided to take care of you as if you were my own. I'm sorry I kept you hidden all this time." Tears streamed down Francesca's face, while Luca, overwhelmed by emotion, tried to process what he had just discovered. Despite the devastating revelation, Luca realized something important. Even though he was not biologically Francesca and Giovanni's son, the love and bond that united them was real, solid, and unshakable. But there was still a missing piece of the puzzle. Who was her biological father? Francesca, after a long breath, revealed the last part of the secret. "Your real father is called Riccardo," Francesca said sadly. "He was the son of the owners of the farm. He and Stefania fell in love, but when she got pregnant, he left, without knowing about the pregnancy. Stefania never wanted to reveal his identity for fear of the consequences. I have kept his secret until today." Luca felt a mixture of anger and sadness. His real father didn't know he existed, and his real mother was no longer there to explain to him why all those decisions were made. Yet, as he looked at Francesca and Sofia, he understood that family wasn't defined by blood alone, but by the love they shared. In the end, the truth had not destroyed their family, but had made them stronger. Luca decided that, despite everything, he would continue to live on the farm, next to Francesca, Sofia, and Giovanni, the man who, although not his biological father, had taught him everything about life and love. Luca's future remained uncertain, but one thing was clear. His family was the one who had raised him, loved him, and supported him every step of the way. It didn't matter who his biological parents were. What mattered was the bond he had with those around him.